Listen carefully. Can you hear it? Now the brass.
I can hear it. Look outside, Mummy.
Remember the 5th of November. We've all heard the line. We've seen the Guy Fawkes mask on protesters, hackers, meme pages. But there's a catch. Most people have no idea what V for Vendetta is really about. Not just a movie, not just a revolution. It was a warning, and almost 20 years later, that warning is being dangerously ignored. This is StarShock, and today we're uncovering how one of the most radical films of the 2000s was completely misunderstood. In 2005, the movie V for Vendetta appeared in theaters. Written by the Wachowskis, yes, the creators of The Matrix, directed by James McTeague, and starring Natalie Portman and Hugo Weaving. It was supposed to be another dystopian thriller. But from the beginning, it was different. This wasn't just science fiction. This was a political Molotov cocktail, wrapped in Shakespeare and explosions. Set in a fascist Britain ruled by surveillance, propaganda, and fear. V for Vendetta doesn't introduce us to a hero. It gives us a terrorist, a man wearing a mask, blowing up government buildings, spouting poetry, and sometimes walking close to the border of hero and terrorist. And that's exactly where the confusion started. Hollywood marketed V for Vendetta like an action flick, but under the surface, it was a manifesto. When the movie dropped in 2005, the world was still reeling from 9/11. Governments were increasing surveillance. Patriot Acts were passed. Fear was currency. And here comes V for Vendetta. A movie looking at a state that uses fear to gain control over its people. A film targeted by its own government for speaking openly about media bias, dishonest officials, and a nation that wouldn't fight back. Sound familiar? It was too close for comfort. So, what did audiences do? They focused on the fireworks, on the mask, on the epic stand-up-to-power moments, and ignored the deeper questions. Then came the real twist. The movie didn't stay in the cinema. It hit the streets. The Guy Fawkes mask, which V for Vendetta reintroduced to the world, became a global symbol, used by Anonymous, seen in Occupy Wall Street, held up in protests from Egypt to Brazil. But the irony? The mask became a costume, while the meaning behind it was forgotten. In the film, V wears the mask not for fun, but because he has no face anymore. He's an idea, not a man. But in real life, people started buying it on Amazon and wearing it to Comic-Con. And the revolution got merchandised. Here's something most people don't know. The original creator of V for Vendetta, Alan Moore, hated the film. Moore, a notorious critic of Hollywood, didn't want his name on it. He said the film dumbed down his original message, that it turned his radical anarchist comic into a story about liberal reform. In the graphic novel, V is more extreme, darker, less of a symbol for peaceful resistance, and more a question mark. What are you willing to do for freedom? The movie softened that. To Moore, V for Vendetta wasn't about toppling one bad leader. It concerned challenging the ways that tyranny could gain power. And once that message was watered down, he walked away from the adaptation entirely. But that is the surprising part. Even with its flaws, the movie still sparked something. It made millions ask, "Are we the frogs in boiling water?" It foretold how fake news would appear, how fear would drive government actions, and how society would care more about being safe than being free as a result. But we haven't told you the half of it yet, because in Part 2, we'll explore the real-world aftermath of V for Vendetta, how governments reacted, how activists used and misused its message, and why the final scene of the movie might be more dangerous than you remember. You're watching StarShock, where we decode the stories Hollywood tried to simplify. Comment below, did V for Vendetta inspire you, or did it miss the mark? And don't miss part 2, it's where the rabbit hole gets even deeper.